Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing a get ready with me using all of the things that I purchased. Well, not all of the things that I purchased, but many of the things that I purchased in the Sephora VIB Summer Bonus Sale. So if you want to see how I got this beautiful look today, you are in the right place. Just stay tuned. Alright, so here we are zoomed in nice and close, and we're going to start today by using this Hangover RX Good in Bed. Now I know this is supposed to be used at night, but I am super excited to give it a try. So this says, drench your skin with intense hydration in and out of bed with this supercharged replenishing serum that is like a tall glass of coconut water for your skin. Packed with ultra-nourishing ingredients like vitamin B5, yogurt probiotics, hyaluronic acid, and antioxidant-rich exotic dragon fruit, it works to improve skin's texture and moisture levels instantly. This coconut water-infused formula delivers the ultimate lit-from-within glow. All of that sounds amazing to me. So, this is what the bottle looks like. It is glass, and it is really just very pretty. It has that very nice sort of gradient going on. It has a pump. It's real pretty. So let's go ahead and two pumps. It's just a clear sort of liquid. Ooh, it smells really nice. Probably used a little too much, but live and learn, right? It seems to have soaked in rather quickly. It leaves my face feeling nice without feeling slick and heavy, which I totally appreciate. And I am going to go ahead and top it with my coconut water cream by First Aid Beauty. Really do enjoy this stuff very, very much. Now I will say, even though they're both coconut products, I honestly think that I prefer the scent of this Fab a little bit more. It's a little bit more of a natural coconutty scent, whereas the Hangover RX is that like suntan lotion kind of scent. I mean, they're both lovely, but if I had to choose one, I think it would probably be the First Aid Beauty. But I really do enjoy this. It is a wonderful daytime moisturizer. It sinks into the skin super duper quickly without making you feel like sticky and heavy. Makeup goes on beautifully over top of it. I really, really like that. Okay, so we are going to, as usual, start with the eyes, and I'm so excited to be using this guy here. This box, so stinking pretty. It's like reptile print, but it's gold holographic. Is really pretty. And then the actual packaging of the eyeshadow itself, the eyeshadow palette, is the same. So it's that really holographic, iridescent almost. Oh, it's really, really, really pretty. So if you have not seen, I don't know how you wouldn't have seen because it is all over everyone's everything. This is what the Jackie Aina and Beverly Hills, what? Who's talking now? ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills palette looks like. And this is just so right up my alley. I think that this is one of the more exciting palettes for me. Now, many people will say that it looks very, very similar to kind of a best of sort of situation from many of the other palettes that have been released, and I can't argue with that, but that doesn't mean that I don't love this color story. It has these really rich, saturated, jewel-toned shadows in it that I just love. Now, I have to use them with a light hand because I have such a fair complexion that they will go really dark on me very quickly, but I'm so excited to be using this guy. So go ahead and we'll prime the lid using my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. Now there's not a matte cream shade in this palette. No, double checking myself. So I am going to go ahead and set that down just using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder once I find the brush that I want. Alright, and then using just a really fluffy brush, I'm going to go into Ginger, which is this sort of kind of orangey brown sort of matte. And I'm just going to buff that through the crease. So for those of you that have followed some of my videos recently, I believe it was one of my Lethal Cosmetics looks that I mentioned that I was car shopping because my car was probably not going to pass inspection. So for those of you that might be curious, I did actually find one and I purchased it. So it's used, of course, because I do not have the funding for a brand new car, but that is totally fine. I don't mind it in the slightest because I'm really, really excited. It was hard for me to let go of my Prius because I've had it for so long and I really do love it. It is, or it was, I guess, you know, just a really great vehicle. It served me really well. I had it for 7 years and it made me happy. I do definitely miss it. And it was very bittersweet trading it in, but it had to be done. So I ended up getting a 2016 Nissan Murano, and it's really nice. We had gone initially looking at something probably just a little bit smaller. Okay, pausing there. So we have that laid down, and now I want to take this brush right here and I want to go into I have so many choices, so many choices. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to go into, let's go into Big Wig, this purple shade right here. Ooh, or do I want to go into Credit? No, not playing it safe. Going in with Big Wig, that nice bright purple, and I'm putting that in the outer corner. And then I'll put Sponsored all over the lid because I am dying to use that shade. Anyway, so it is a 2016 Nissan Murano, and it had about 36,000 miles on it, so it is still, I think, a pretty good value, but that has been super nice. I've really enjoyed things about it, like, you know, having a radio again. That's been kind of nice. But also just a little bit more space because my son is coming up on 2 and the back seat area of the Prius was not large. And so his car seat was really, really jammed up in there. And so now he's got, you know, a little bit more room back there, especially since he's still in the rear-facing car seat. And probably will be for a while because he is a small child. But he has a lot more room to kind of move his feet around a little bit. And I don't know, it's been really good. So for those of you that have asked and have been wondering, that was the outcome there. And this is applying so nicely. So I was concerned, as I said in the beginning, that these shades would be really, really quite intense. And they are, but not overly so. Like, the pigmentation on this is really, really nice and not over the top. It does not have, so far at least, subculture vibes where the colors were beautiful and I still have that palette and I still really like it, but they can get away from you really, really easily. And these don't seem to be doing that, which I definitely appreciate. Okay, going back into that original fluffy brush with no additional product, we're just gonna do a little bit of some blendy action. Blendy, blendy. All right, and then, because I'm so excited about it. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this color, but as soon as I saw this palette, I was instantly drawn in by Sponsored. So stinking pretty. I'm almost positive it's a duochrome, and I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for duochromes. I just love them. They're so, so pretty. And I think I'm gonna go in with my Morphe 167 brush and pat that all over the lid. I'm interested to see how these shimmers are, because it seems like more and more recently the ABH shimmer formula doesn't perform as well with a brush, which is my preferred application method. So I'm really, really interested to see how this one goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been excited by an ABH palette, but this one, as soon as I saw it on Instagram, I think it was Trend Mood that I saw it first on, I knew I wanted it. I knew I wanted it. And I almost bought it on the day that it launched at Sephora. I wanted to just buy it immediately, but thankfully I had already gotten my little note card thing in the mail about the Sephora sale, so I did buy it with a discount, which I was going to buy it anyway, but knowing that I was going to get some money off of it made it that much sweeter, you know what I mean? Oh, that is so stinking pretty. Okay, I am going to go back with this brush, and I'm going to go back into the outer corner with Big Wig, that beautiful bright purple. I'm just going to kind of re-intensify that a little bit and blend the two shades together. So cool, so cool. And then again, this time I am going to put just a tiny bit of ginger on this brush and sweep it back through just to keep everything looking nice and cohesive. I'm loving that. I am absolutely loving that. Okay. So what we'll go ahead and do now, because I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have any foundations or any complexion products or anything like that, we'll go ahead and I will jump off camera real quick. I will apply all of my face makeup, and then we'll come back for the lower lash line and some lip, I think. For all of you that do YouTube videos, let me know, how often have you talked for a good 10-15 minutes and then realize that you weren't recording? All right, so let's fill you in on what you have missed. So I did go ahead and apply all of my face makeup and everything, and then I also went ahead and I applied this lip balm from Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm. I really like this. I have used it a couple of times so far, and it is, honestly, it's really very perfect in a way. It's thick, or no, it's not. It's not thick. It is nice and nourishing, and you can feel it on your lips. It has a good grip to it without being thick and heavy and cakey. It's wonderful. If you have not picked this up, yes, it's a little bit pricey for a lip balm, but it's really, really good. It's probably one of the better lip balms that I've tried in quite a while, which is fantastic. The other thing that I did was I started to apply the brow product that I bought once I realized where I put the box. Oh, there it is. Haha. So I purchased the Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color by Stila. I have the shade Dark Brown, and I did start to go ahead and fill in this side of my brows. So what this is a felt tip marker. And I have so much sparseness on the inner, would that be the inner? Yeah, I guess so. of my brows. And so I thought that a marker, like I can talk and do this at the same time, I thought a marker might help fill that in, because I feel like every time that I have tried using a pencil or a pomade or a powder or something like that, it just never looks natural the way that I want it to. It ends up still just looking very blocky. Whereas I thought something like this, where you can actually draw on the individual hairs, might look a little bit more natural. What I can tell you is that the color is a great color for me. A great color for me. I was scared, based on the Sephora website, I was scared that it might be a little bit too light. But it really, at least from this distance, I've got a little mirror right here, it looks really like a good match. But what I am noticing is that while it's very easy to kind of flick lightly on your hand, it's a little bit different when you're on your face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off camera, even though I just came back on camera. I'm going to hop off camera and do my other brow, because I have a feeling it's going to take a few minutes and I'm not going to be talking well, no, maybe not. Let me, since I did attempt to apply the first side with the with you guys watching, but it wasn't recording. Let me try the other side, but I will not talk because I'll make a mess. Make sure you can see. Okay. It definitely looks a little bit better from a distance, because I'm going to need to practice a bunch. But I feel like this has promise. I do feel like this has promise, which is exciting, because I've been saying for a while that I wanted to start doing my brows. This might be helpful. I do still think that I should fill in the rest of my brows. Probably not with that, but with like a powder or something. But I like it so far. I like it so far. Okay, so let's go back to the ABH palette, and we'll go ahead and we'll work on the lower lash line. Let me move that mirror out of the way. What do I want to do? I think, so that I can use a few more colors, I think I want to take Pinker, is that what that says? Pinker? And I think I want to run that along the lower lash line. Let's see if I can find a good brush to do that with, because I still haven't cleaned my brushes. Here we go. I use this one by Suva Beauty, and just run that all along the lower lash line. And in case you were wondering, because ABH shadows are kind of known for their kick up, I am not experiencing a crazy amount of kick up on these pans. Now, with that being said, I don't go in all swirly. I literally, let me see if I can catch this. I usually just, I go in and I tap, and that gets color on the brush. So that is how I use them, and I find that in general, that's gonna lessen the amount of kick up that you get anyway, but especially with ABH shadows. And I'm not noticing any crazy kick up in the pans, which is nice. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so I do also want to use something on the inner corner. I feel like Trust Issues is kind of the obvious choice. It, I believe, is a duochrome as well. It's got kind of a golden sort of lime green sort of shift to it, which should look kind of interesting with what we have going on here. Oh, it's definitely a bit chunkier than I had realized, but it's neat looking. One thing that I am immediately noticing with this palette though immediately noticing, is that this shade I wish was not on the bottom. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this shade is right underneath that deep purple bigwig. And I've already seen where a couple of little flecks from that matte have gotten in trust issues. So I have a feeling that that is going to become kind of a muddied shade just because of its placement within the palette, which is unfortunate because it really is very pretty. It definitely is very, very golden on the skin and it's very pretty, but like I said, I have a feeling it's going to end up catching a lot of those those flecks from the other shades, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so with that being done, I think the last thing that I want to do, if I can find it, is try that new mascara that I just got from my BoxyCharm. All right, hold on just a second. Let me track it down and we'll come back and we will apply some new mascara. Okay, acquired. So this is by Tarte. This is their Big Ego mascara. This is a newer release for them, just a couple of months ago. And it came, as I said, in my most recent BoxyCharm. And I was going to wait to open it, but I really dislike the mascara that I have been using. It's finally, and it's just very clumpy and thick, and I just don't want to use it anymore. So we're going to use this instead. This, I have to say, the packaging, it's nice and weighty. You know how sometimes you buy a lipstick and it's got some weight to it? That's what this feels like, and I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's find a mirror. I thought I was going to use that one, but I'm not. And let's go ahead and see how this... Oh, the brush is actually fatter than I thought. So this is very similar to the Better Than Sex. It's a hourglass shaped wand. But it is drier, it seems. Okay, let's put this back in and see if I can get any more. Because that went on very, very dry. Like, I don't even think you can see a difference in my eyelashes on the side that I did. Okay, that's working better. So I don't know if you can see a difference between the two sides of my eyes. I feel like this gave a lot of separation. Now this is just your first coat. Gave a lot of separation. It definitely did darken my lashes. It doesn't seem like it's giving a lot of volume, just some length and separation. So let me go ahead and do the other eye, and then I'll put 2 coats on both sides and see where we end up. And anyone who doesn't have to make the mascara face, what is your secret? It's definitely giving length. That is for sure. Okay, so that is what the mascara looks like. First impressions is that it's okay. I don't know if it's going to become my favorite, but it's okay. I can definitely use it. However, we'll have to wait and see how it lasts throughout the day, because if it transfers a bunch and things like that, then we may have to rethink that. But let's go ahead and add some lips. So I did pick this up from Kaja. It's called Two's Company. It has a lip liner and lipstick in one. So you've got this little thin end, which is the liner, like these. And then you've got the fatter end, and this is the kind of crayon side. So I have been just loving Kaja products, to be honest with you. I think they're just really fun and inventive and just kind of quirky. And I like things that are quirky. So this is, I feel like it's in the shade Cactus Blossom or something. Hold on. I'm sure it says on the box, but I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it on here, but I'm excited for it. So going in with the liner first. It applied really, really smoothly. I am wearing lip balm, but it applied very, very smoothly, which I appreciate. Then we'll go in. Oh, it was on the cap the whole time. Cactus flower. I was close. All right. Feels very, very creamy. I really like the color quite a bit. And I think it goes nicely with the look, which it's always nice when things come together that aren't intended or planned that way. And then the final thing that I'm going to use, I am ridiculously excited about. This is by Forsali. This is the Rose Gold Skin Mist. I watch way too much Instagram, and every time I see this, I'm so intrigued, and I wanted it, so I bought it. So it actually has little gold flecks in there. Now, I know that they've all come out and said, you know, that the gold flecks really don't do anything for your skin, but I don't care. It looks really cool. So let's go ahead and give this a go. I have not used this yet. Ooh, that looks nice. It smells pretty. It smells really pretty. All right, so that is what we're working with. I'll go ahead and zoom out and we'll talk about my thoughts on all of these products. All right, and there we have it. This is the final look using all of these products, and I have to say, I'm so over the moon. I really am. I think that it turned out so beautifully. So let's talk a little bit about the products that I used today. So the first thing was this Too Faced Hangover RX Good in Bed. This is their Ultra Replenishing Hydrating Serum. It was my first time using it, so I can't say overall, but I did enjoy the experience of using it. I feel like my skin was very soft and hydrated, and that all of my makeup went on beautifully over top of it. Again though, as I mentioned in the Get Ready With Me portion, this is intended to be used at night, so there is that, but I did enjoy it and I'm excited to continue using it, especially as the weather starts to cool down a little bit and the air gets a little bit drier. My skin dries out like crazy, so I'm very excited about that. I also used this guy here. This was a repurchase, so no surprises here. Absolutely love this guy. This is the Coconut Water Cream by First Aid Beauty, and I love it. All right, so then this guy here. It is no surprise to anyone that I really like this palette. I really do. And how many times can one person say really in a video? I'm afraid to have a counter. Anyway, I think that the look turned out absolutely beautifully, and I cannot wait to dive into this more. I am sure that you will see more looks on my channel using it. I think the quality, again, at least in the shades that I used, was fantastic. Like this, from what I've seen so far, this is the ABH formula that I enjoy. And so I have very high hopes for the remaining shades of this palette. So glad that I picked this guy up here. Also, we have the Fenty Beauty Lip Balm. Absolutely love this. I have been wanting this for a while and I'm really very glad that I picked it up. The Stila. Time will tell on this, how I feel. I think, and I don't know if you can tell in the monitor, I think that first application went decently well. Again, I'm going to have to practice with it to get that really nice feathery sort of look. If you look up close at my brows, they they look a little crazy. Well, not crazy. Crazy is not the right word, but it definitely, you can tell that it was my first time using this product, but I'm really hoping that maybe I have found an Ashley brow product. It is like my quest of 2019. Is this it? Maybe. Stay tuned. I also used the Big Ego from Tarte. This is just okay for me at the moment. Again, it's a first impression. You can't get a full picture of something on a first impression. So I will continue using it now that it's open. Once it's in my empties, I'll give you a much more comprehensive opinion of this product, but my lashes look just fine. But so far, it's not my favorite. I did also use this lovely little combo by Kaja. I really enjoy Kaja products and this is no different. Again, I think the color is really, really nice and it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's going to spread out everywhere. It also doesn't feel like it's going to like suck everything out of my lips. I really like it. And then we have this guy here. I don't know why I've been so obsessed with this, but I'm still happy that I bought it. It smelled nice. My face looks good. I have no idea whether or not it'll actually extend the life of my makeup. For me, most things don't. I just happen to enjoy facial sprays, so I have a feeling I will continue to enjoy this one. It smells nice. It doesn't make my face itch, so I mean, those are both wins right there, right? Anyway, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you have enjoyed this Get Ready with me. If you did, let's go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you are new, welcome. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.